Team Freeview, welcome to this very special battle report for you today. For we are unleashing the wolves of Fenris and the Boyz. Orks, 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 and Blook. Thank you very much.
That's right.
Big thanks to Games Workshop for allowing us to use this preview copy of Saga of the Beast, and it is jam-packed with some really awesome stuff for both the Orks and the Space Wolves. Have no fear, there is a Space Wolves game coming
very soon.
On demand very soon.
Yes.
Thank you for interrupting me there, Bone.
That's all right. That's all right. I'm just very excited.
He's very excited.
Very excited. But yes, we had intended to do Space Wolves versus Orks. We actually had, because my army is not really appropriate to showcase this supplement.
It could kind of work though. Because there are some cool stuff in here that could make it work.
Stuff that makes your army more...
Yeah, it makes it good. But we actually had intended to borrow... you might remember, if you are an on-demand subscriber, we had Fletcher's Space Wolves on recently, and he has heaps of them. So the plan was to borrow his, but he is currently in self-isolation due to COVID-19. So,
what's that?
I've no idea. Yeah. So that will be something that is coming. He's not sick, by the way. It's just, he's fine. He's totally fine. Yeah. But we're keeping it safe. So for now, but we are going to do that soon once it's a bit clearer.
Yeah. Yes, precautionary measures must be taken. So we will go over the Space Wolves a little bit now. Not too drastic, because most of it has been previewed on the Games Workshop community site already. So you'll have seen, you have combat doctrines now. You have all the Primaris stuff now. You have Ragnar. Oh my gosh. Yes! He is super good. That's pretty much what Ragnar does.
Yeah.
And I would venture to say an auto-include.
Yep.
You will be seeing him, if you're running Space Wolves, you will almost certainly be using him, because for 120 points, he's incredible.
You take him every day of the week.
Such a cool model.
Oh,
I love the model.
It's very cool. It's not as cool as Ghazghkull, in my opinion.
It's a different kind of cool.
It's a different kind of cool.
It's a different kind of cool.
He is, rules-wise, you guys have obviously seen him, and he is very potent on the field. There's not a lot that he can't do, basically.
Yeah.
And he's incredibly well-pointed for what he does.
Absolutely.
He's in the Feros region, I would say, which is, he's a bit too cheap.
Yeah, maybe
potentially.
Maybe gets a little tweak, maybe?
We'll see.
Maybe. We'll have to see. But yes, the points are in here. For Ghazghkull as well as Makari, and another interesting... More importantly, Makari. As well as, interestingly, the big mech with the custom force field.
He's back, baby!
Well, that is something that doesn't currently have a model. So that, to me, says that there might be something coming. Who knows? The Space Wolves are going to be previewed in some proper detail in their game, but suffice it to say, if you're a Space Wolf player, you're in a much better spot. It's the same with the Dark Angels, it's the same with the Blood Angels. You are now proper Marines.
Hooray!
Your combat doctrine's good, your super doctrine's really nice. You're double hitting on sixes in combat, which is great.
Tasty.
When you got that assault phase, now you go, ooh, Ragnar, okay. All right then. And there's a lot of cool things in here which makes you a little bit beefier in combat, as well as some nice fluffy rules for you. A few new relics. All told, it's a good update for your army.
Yes.
But that is not all. I will now hand you the Tome of Knowledge.
Yes.
Because you're going to need it.
I'm going to need it to take you through my list. Why don't we... let's get my list out.
Let's open up
and then
the
I
Orks.
can talk about a bit more about Orks, and then I can take you through my warband.
Run! He's going insane!
It's just me! Yes!
Now you've calmed down now. At least for a moment. The Orks. A big old contingent of Orks.
Yes.
Mr. Boone.
Yes.
You may proceed.
Thank you! I'm ready! Cool. Okay, so Saga of the Beast. Look, this has some really interesting things in this book, actually. I think they've done quite well by the Orks in this. They've definitely added some flavour. So they're specialist mobs, so we've seen with most, if not all of these supplements, you can kind of build your own army with different things. These specialist mobs are actually really interesting.
Yeah.
They're really interesting, and you can design them in a way to build armies completely around them, and they're fun, but some of them have some serious teeth as well.
I think there's some real potency in some of these.
Yeah, so there's definite things you can do, and because there's so much you can do with Orks anyway, you can make really fun style, fast-moving lists with them with certain things, which are also very good. So it's an exciting time. So we'll go over the specialist mobs, not everything, but you know, a few of them. And we've got custom jobs. So you know, these are new upgrades available for various Ork vehicle units in your army, courtesy of the genius and experimentation of Ork mechs, as it says here. You've got new clan psychic powers as well, and my favourite in every book, the name generator.
I like a name generator.
I do, it's very good, it's very good. We've obviously got the rules for gas call in here. I'm not going to go over all of those rules because you should have seen them by now. I think he's amazing, personally. I think he's really, really good. The Prophet of Gork and Mork is a very good rule, and I hope to see that rolled out on things like Primarchs, the Demon Primarchs and stuff like that.
Specifically the Demon Primarchs. Bobby G doesn't need it.
Bobby G doesn't need it.
Because he can't be targeted.
Because he can't be targeted. But like on the Demon Primarchs, it would make them so interesting.
Yeah.
And a few people have been saying, oh, I don't really like it. There are certain armies with Ghazghkull where he's going to cause some serious problems against.
Yeah.
So look, I'm a big fan. Probably CC Makari. Big Mech with custom force field is back. He is no longer a Legends choice, and including his war gear with a custom force field, he's only 55 points.
It's a bargain.
So he's cheaper. In fact, he's 20 points cheaper.
Yeah,
so they've just given him the custom force field for free, essentially. So that's really cool. I was a bit sad when they got rid of them in a way.
I get why they got rid of him, because he didn't have a model that was in production. However, as I sort of said at the beginning, this implies that potentially there's either one coming, or it's to allow people to have their own converted up models, which would be really cool.
Yeah, you can make
for
custom
Ork armies in particular,
especially for Ork armies.
Yeah, a custom big mech with a custom force field.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You were waiting to say that.
Yeah, well, you cut me off halfway through, but that's fine. We've obviously got...
we're even now.
We've obviously got some Ork Stratagems in here as well, which is really cool. You would have seen Flying Headbutt, which is really fun.
So good.
This burner bombers are quite interesting now with a couple of stratagems, and the Wildfire stratagem is really good, in my opinion. So use this stratagem in your movement phase after selecting an enemy unit for the burner bombs ability of a burner bomber unit from your army. Select one of the other enemy units within 6 of the unit you selected. Roll a d6 for each model in that additional unit, up to 10 maximum dice. For each roll of a 5, that unit suffers a mortal wound. So you can effectively, you bomb over one, and then there's another guy over there, you can choose that. And then if you've got multiple burner bombers, you can be... your mortal wound output on hordes suddenly becomes really good. There's a couple of other here. They've also helped the Squig, the Blitzer bombers as well, which is cool. We don't see Ork flyers, and this just makes them a bit more valuable. But you can add 1 to rolls made for the model's bomb ability on Blitzer bombers for only a CP. So that's going off on 3s now, guys.
It affects up to 12 models in the unit as well.
So, you know, things to think about. You've got the Clever Spanner. I'm not sure if they previewed this
I think they
one.
have previewed this
so
one.
You can roll 2 dice when determining your number of shots with Lootas and also Burner Boys, which is nice. Couple of other ones. I'm not going to go through all of them.
Feral Boys, that's cool.
I think that's one of the cultures.
We're getting there. We're getting there. We're getting there.
I like that one.
We've then got the we're gonna patch up. So with your Morkanauts and Gorkanauts or Stompy unit, till the end of the turn, the model is considered to have double the number of wounds remaining for the purposes of determining what row to use on the damage table. Super handy.
Yep.
Really, really good. And yeah, look, there's some other good ones in here as well. There's stuff for the shock jump dragsters. The Bombardaka Snaz wagon has some stuff. Look, honestly, I'm not going to go through it all now, but look, needless to say that these ones do pick specific Ork units and they make them better than they were. Hopefully it will inspire people to start using some of them again as well. So yeah, I think I'm a big fan of these stratagems. They're really good. There's nothing horrifically game breaking, which I think is a good thing. That's what we want. But what it does is it helps you just do that little bit extra at that time when you need it most, which in my opinion is what strats should do. We then come over to the specialist mobs. These are interesting.
Yeah, I really like
these.
I
like these. I'm going to use one of these today as a detachment. So some orcs form specialist mobs, greenskins who share an enthusiasm for a less common obsession, and they group together with like-minded orcs with the propensity for a certain subculture.
It's a big word for orcs.
Yeah, no, that's it. I have all these like-minded orcs that just get together. Oh yeah, just start having like a cup of coffee. Yeah. Well, I really like that. I like that too. Maybe we should just hang out more. That sounds nice. Yeah, are you good to your mother? I'm good to my mother. Oh, it's nice. I just like you. Let's hang out. Yeah, it's a good one.
What happens?
Yeah. So that's cool. Now it does have to be a detachment though if you do this, because if you read the first thing here, you go, oh, I can just have one in there. I mean, you can, but you're not getting any benefits from it.
It replaces your clan keyword.
It replaces your
the key thing.
clan keyword, which is cool. But anyway, there's a couple of these which I really like. We were looking at the Boom Boys, blow it up.
It's really good.
I think that's really good. To improve the strength and armor penetration characteristics of rocket and stick bomb weapons. These are weapons that have the name rocket or stick bomb in their profile. So rocket launcher, stick bomb, Shokka, as well as Tankbusta bombs, wing missiles, cannons, kill cannons, death cannons, boomer and lobbers equipped on models in a unit with this subculture. So you increase it by 1. So example, AP2 becomes AP -3. Note that for combi weapons, the bonus only applies to the attack made with a rocket launcher profile.
Yeah.
And,
obviously,
yeah.
but
that would have people have gone. Oh, I know that people have asked that. So you no cheeky now, no cheeky now. They thought of that before you started doing that silliness. So that I think that's really good. You could definitely build some pretty interesting lists around that, in my opinion. So that's really cool. You've got there's heaps in here. Like for those of you who are running like 150 boys at the moment, they've got feral orcs or wild boys. So this is for Warboss, Weird Boy, Knobs, and Boys only. It does exclude bikers and Mega Armor.
It's too advanced for ferals.
Yeah. So models in a unit with this subculture can pile in 6 inches, which is
so good
for a combat army, as everyone knows, that's incredibly powerful. And also, when making an advanced roll for this unit with this subculture, roll 2 additional dice and discard 2 of the results. So they're fast, and if you've just got boys for days, I mean, it's something that I would certainly consider building around. It's very, very cool.
I also think really thematic as well. I can imagine some amazing kit bashes with some of the Age of Sigmar models for boys. It'd be so cool. It would just look really different as well.
Yeah, I really like them. I really like them. There's a few others here. One that I'm going to use today. So I'll say this, and then we will segue into my list.
Oh, very good.
So we've got grot mobs. They're cheeky zoggers. So Gretchen models only. Models in a unit with this subculture gain a 6+ invulnerable save. Okay, not bad. When resolving an attack by a vehicle model in a unit with this subculture, you can reroll the hit roll of 1, which if you're using things like smasher guns or mech guns in general, suddenly you've just increased your reliability with them.
Killer cans too.
That
works in combat. It's just reroll the hit roll.
Yeah, grot tanks.
They've got a 6-up invuln, but now you've got these guys will have a 6-up invuln and re-rolling ones to hit. You've got grot cultures now. It's great. Which is really good.
Which is really cool. Yeah. So that's that. There's others in here as well. We've got things like the hunters, pyromaniacs. There's ones for units with fly, which is nice. You've got Mad Boys, which are frantic, so you actually roll a d3 at the beginning of each battle round, and then you choose which, it tells you what your kind of bonus is. So they're fun, but there's also stuff in here which you can do if you start mixing and matching. You can actually make some pretty competitive stuff, I would wager to say. We then come to the custom jobs. So custom jobs are pretty cool. So if your army includes one or more Mech Boy Workshop units, you can give one of the following custom jobs to an Ork unit from your army. In addition, you can take the custom jobs by using the custom jobs stratagem. All of the custom jobs that you include must be different and given to different units. So you can't double up on there, right?
No.
So you can pay a CP, or if you've got your Mech Boy Workshop, then you just get one.
Yep.
Yeah, so cool. There's heaps in here. Today, I know I said I was going to segue in. Actually, we'll just...
You can segue in from this.
Segue in from this. So I'm going to take...
There's 2 pages worth. There's
2 pages worth. I'm just going to... So there's heaps of stuff in here. The one I'm taking is the Sparkly Bits. So this is for Killer Cans, Death Dreads, Morkanaut or Gorkanaut unit only. Improve the ballistic skill characteristic by 1. Which is really good.
Yeah.
Really, really good.
Yeah. So there's 18 of these. And if you wanted to apply that to a unit of, say, Death Dreads, you absolutely can, and they would all get it.
Yeah, which is wild.
Which is really good.
So,
there's a few really, really nice ones.
Yeah, yeah. So, if you are an Ork fan, get this book. It's only going to make you a far better war boss, and that's what we want. Clan Psychic Powers, forgive me. There's a couple in here. I'm running predominantly Bad Moons today with also a detachment of my cheeky Zoggers. But, they all get their own ones, so I'm going to be using the Gleaming Gear Bad Moon Special Psychic Power. So, charge value of 6. If manifested, select one friendly Bad Moons unit within 18 of this Psyker until the start of your next Psychic phase. When resolving attack against that unit, add 1 to the saving throw. Tasty. Very tasty. And I can see how that can really be used to buff up things like Morkanauts and all that sort of stuff there.
Not invulnerable saving throws.
No.
Because it's just they make their gear shiny, but as you say, 2-up save on a Morkanaut.
Yeah. Right.
That's very nice.
I'll take it. So, that's a little bit of an insight into this. I'm now going to go through the list proper. So, I am running a dual battalion today. Thank you, Stig. So much for you being fun today. Say it.
No, continue. You running anything else in that list?
And a spearhead.
Okay.
So the dual battalions are both bad mooned. Yes! So in my first battalion, this will be a Dreadwar, because obviously I'm going to run a big mech with a souped up Shokka. And then I've also got my Warlord in there, which will be a War Boss. So he's got a Power Claw and a custom Shoota. For those of you who don't know Buzzgit and Mugfist, this is Buzzgit and Mugfist. Buzzgit! Mugfist. Ooh. He featured in one of our narrative campaigns. I love that model. It's a really great conversion. Now I am using a stratagem on him. And I'm going to give him follow me lads as well. So I'll get +1, but more importantly, his aura is 9 inches now, which is really cool. So when I say +1, I mean +1 CP. So I'm going to give him, use this stratagem to make him the biggest boss. So use your stratagem before the battle, select one war boss model in your army, add 1 to the model's wounds and attack characteristics, and it gains a 4+ invulnerable save.
So good.
That's
really
awesome. You can only use this stratagem once per battle, and only if your army does not include Gazkul Thraka.
Yeah.
So he becomes a bit of a beast. It's got a 9-inch aura. So yeah, I think that's great. I'm going to spend that CP there. We then go over to the Ork Boyz. I have 3 units of 25 because I wanted to fit in as much stuff as I could show you today, but still they're pretty good. They've all got sluggers and choppers. We then go to the heavy support. I have a unit of 14 Lootas because one of them is a spanner, so I can take advantage of their new stratagem, which allows you to re-roll those dice, and he's got a custom Mega-blasta on him. We then come over to the Morkanaut. So as I said, I've given him the shiny bits, which is, interesting choice of name there, but we'll move quickly on from that. Custom force field on him as well. He's a monster. He's really good. He's going to be super survivable now. He's going to have a 2-up save. We're going to be running around the board, always firing pretty much on top profile, or until he gets really down there. And he's cool. He's cool. There's some cool other stratagems for him as well. So yeah, I'm happy to take him out for a spin. We then have 2 flyers. So we've got a burner bomber, and we've also got the blitz bomber. The burner bomber is red. He doesn't really fit in with the rest of the bad moons, but that's because when he saw they said, do you want a blue plane? He went, no. Do you want a green plane? We've got green ones. He went, no, I want red. Red is the fastest colour. Yeah. So we're going to call him the Red Baron, which I think is really cool. So there's no specialist custom things to give him, which is a shame, because I really wanted to make a big deal out of it. With our new green orcs, which you can see, we've got a mixture of orcs today, but the green orcs, we're kind of expanding them, and the jets we have didn't quite have the right bits to put onto them. So until we've got them, it will be the Red Baron, which is really cool. I like him. I like him a lot. So we've got him, then we've also got a blitz bomber as well, in the blue. Then go on to the next battalion. Thank you, Stig. I have 2 weird boys in there.
So much pain.
Yes, inflicted. I've got 2. Oh,
weird boys.
God. Thank you very much, weird boys. I kept wanting to say 2 Nigels, but Nigel's not in this army today.
No Nigel
so
today.
I've got no Nigels in this list. So I've got 2 weird boys. I'm making one of them a warp head, so I can take advantage of the new bad moons. Psychic power, which we just told you about. He'll also have
that
warpath.
guy with the lightning, because he's cool.
Oh, that one has lightning as well. He's coming out of the ground with his own vomit lightning.
Mouth.
Oh, vomit lightning.
Oh, you know what? Well, it can be him if you want. I'm happy.
I like the vomit lightning.
Okay, it's the vomit lightning. All right, the guy with the vomit lightning. He's the warphead, so he's got warpath, and the new one, which I've
Gleaming Gear.
Gleaming Gear. That's it. Thank you. He's got Gleaming Gear, and then the other one who just has lightning out of his stick, but he's got to jump. He doesn't have time. He's busy.
He's not got time to float around.
Yeah, he's got things on. I then have 3 units of 10 Gretchen. I had to change something around. There might be one of 11 in there, but So they're just to 1, protect my Lootas with Grot Shield. 2, just get the extra 5-6.
You'll see down below.
You'll see down below exactly what that is. Then we go on to the Spearhead. So this is my Grot detachment, the Choco Joggers, which is just a fun thing to say. I have 3 units of 2 Smasher Guns in there, and then I also have the Big Mech with Custom Force Field, which is really cool. So yes, they'll have a 5-up invulnerable anyway, but the re-rolling 1s is cheeky, so I wanted to take that today. And he can also help heal them and stuff like that, so it just makes them a bit more survivable. And that's the list. The original list was 2,000 points on the nose. Unfortunately, I forgot I needed a spanner with my Lootas, so it comes in now at 1999.
That's good enough.
It's pretty close.
It was quite a good year.
It was, it
was okay.
Did what it said on the tin, really. That's it.
Yeah. Orks are super fun, and we've got lots of the new stuff to show off. We've got new powers, we've got custom jobs, we've got new stratagems, we've got cheeky zoggers.
Yeah.
It's great.
Cheeky.
I love it. Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be, they'll certainly put up a very good showing.
Yes.
Cool. All right. Well, then, Stig, why don't we have a look at your list? Now, we don't want to have to tell you off again, because the last time we did a Psychic Awakening game, you decided to bring a competitive army.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Are we going to have to tell you off again?
List.
I did not bring a competitive army. It's just Tau happened.
Right. Well, we will be the judge of that. That is the AdMech list coming up next. Stig.
This looks alright. I can deal with this.
Stig.
No.
It's not Stitchies.
Well, that's something at least for my orcs.
I'll allow it.
It was Stygies until I vetoed it.
Until I found out I was playing against Orks. Then give me a chance.
You came in here, you came in here.
The internet's going to
You came
hate
in
me
here and
otherwise.
just went, so you've got Orks. Well, how -1 to hit on everything found. I was like, Stig, you can't do that. And he was like, all right, that's fine.
Definitely the tone that happened in terms of the discussion.
I mean, that's how I heard it.
Yeah, I mean, that's how you hear a lot of things.
Yeah? What's your problem?
Like, I imagine, like, so it's like that thing from The Simpsons where, like, Marge is talking to Homer and it's like the monkey, except it's just a droning.
Yeah, that's what it's like listening to you two. You're completely correct.
Well,
do you want some ice for that burn?
I look alright, actually. So.
It's an internal burn.
I also feel alright. Anyway! The Stygies list, not Stygies.
Riser list.
Oh, okay. Is that what we're running?
It's Riser.
Okay.
Because there's actually quite a lot of combat in this.
Yeah.
In this list, because I wanted to bring out some stuff that we haven't seen in a while, and some things that we haven't seen at all.
Oh.
Or at least some options that we haven't seen.
We've
before.
seen this before.
No, the new cannon.
New guns.
They
got new gubbins.
They only come with one gun.
No.
No, there's actually another one. Just you've never seen it before.
Is there a reason for that?
We'll get to that.
Okay.
It's a gubbins, you say.
So we have a battalion.
Oh, yes! A battalion! I'll do it loud enough for 2 people!
Yes. We also have. What? We also have.
Continue.
We also have a spearhead, which we'll get to, and we have a vanguard. I had to look down because I couldn't remember what those detachments are. Because normally I'm dual battalion all the way.
As everyone should.
It's the only way to fly.
Yeah.
However, there's only a single.
Unlike them.
Shut up. Anyway, so in sorry, I even said first. I'm so used to. In the battalion today,
Yes.
we do have Data Lotus.
The Lootas.
We talked about Ragnar being almost an auto-include. He is an auto-include for all Admech armies. He is unbelievably good at 50 points, so he is definitely in there. We also have a Tech Priest Dominus. We do not have Archmagus Ryklon today. He sent an emissary, and that emissary has arrived with an Eradication Ray. That gun.
Very nice.
Because it's cool.
Yeah.
We have 2 units of 6 Rangers. They're fairly simple. I then have a blob of 10 Vanguard because I wanted to run a big blob of Vanguard. Now, the kind of with Riser, there's definitely some case to say that you would do things like spamming plasma because of their plasma specialist stratagem, but it's the other part of Riser's kind of Forge World stuff that's the reason I've gone with Riser today, which will make sense because we have 5 taser chickens.
Yes!
So that other part of Riser is the fact that they reroll 1s to wound in the fight phase. So we have the first of several combat units today. So there's going to be fighting. Let's see if I survive enough to hit back, and then we'll see what happens. But we have 5 Syrian Dragoons. I love my chickens, as we all know. So
look at all those chickens.
So having them
Chickens.
is pretty nice. But we do still need some guns, so we've got 3 Scorpius Disintegrators in the battalion. But look, it's a different gun.
Yeah.
Right, so
I know you still don't believe that there's a difference here because you've only ever seen one version.
But there's only one choice.
Yes, the Belios cannon, the non-line of sight, 3d3 shots, strength 6, AP1, 2 damage, is brilliant. It's brilliant, and it's the only option that Admech have for no line of sight damage, basically. So that's why it's again
Very good.
like an auto include practically. However, the Thermite cannon is also good. It is 5 points more for the less good version. Anyway, 5 points more for the other version. It is heavy flee.
Heavy flee before
It is 48-inch range versus the 36
Okay.
and everything else.
Alright,
Heavy 3,
Okay.
strength 8,
Oh.
AP 3,
Okay.
and flat 3 damage. So it's nice and consistent.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, it is nice and consistent. You've still got the disintegrated missile launcher, so you've still got the D6 on strength 7, AP 2, D3 damage missiles, and you've still got the 9 stubber shots. So overall, as a tank, it's still pretty good.
Yeah.
There are alternatives in the Admech Codex as opposed to the Belios, which is the only version of that that you can do. Speaking of alternatives, we'll flip over to the Spearhead. Actually, just to round out the battalion, we've got 4 Scorpius Dune Riders as well today. We obviously troops and the HQs means that I can take those dedicated transports, and they are just great. They are really, really good. Rate of fire, just great transports. So in that Spearhead, I say I've got an engine seer, and we have flea again. We have 3 Dune Crawlers, Onager Dune Crawlers, all with the Icarus arrays today, and with the extra heavy stubbers as well, because stubbers are great when you've got lots and lots and lots of them. Icarus array is great against flying units. Again, just note, I did not know that we were playing Orks, and I did not know that we had flyers in the list when I brought 3 of these.
We told him 2 weeks ago.
Who do you believe?
I didn't tell him.
Proceed.
So they also have a 40-inch range, so you got some good threat range with these guys. Running 3 is good because of the fact that it means you get to re-roll 1s on their 5-up invulnerable save if they're within 6 of each other, so that's pretty cool.
Do all 3 of them need to be within 6?
No, it's only within 6 of another one.
Okay, so they don't need
but
to
it
be
just
in
means
some
you've
weird
got
triangle.
the redundancy
Cool.
that you're going to be able to kind of do that even when one dies. Then we have the Vanguard. So we have the other engine seer, and he is my warlord today. He's down here in the mixed because he's going to be down there in the mix because he has Prime Hermeticon as his warlord trait. It basically means he re-rolls failed hits in the fight phase. You can see where we're going with this. He also has the relic, which is Anzion's pseudo generator, which is basically you always like it when I say this. He's doing an autopsy on someone that's alive.
No, I don't want to know about it.
He's understanding what's going on. It basically gives him more tax.
He's doing that, and then I bet there's some mad doc somewhere in the Ork army going, well, that's a good idea.
Yeah, that's slightly. You'd expect it from Orks, not followers of the Imperium.
Yeah, but
we've got to understand how you work.
Imperium. It's more,
exactly.
They're
not really Imperium. They're chaos.
They follow the Omnissiah.
They're chaos as they come.
There is no limit when it comes to technology and science.
Yeah,
other than the whole not doing new science.
There's
a little
plenty
bit.
of things to find.
Cole's still doing some new science.
Well,
Yeah.
He's
doing old science as well, to be fair, because he's been doing it for 10,000 years. He's just very slow.
Man's old.
He's really old.
Yeah.
I met him in the Heresy recently.
Did you? You got to that point? I haven't got to
Personally.
that. I haven't got to that bit yet.
Yeah, I won't tell you.
Forward to it.
I won't tell you. But he is certainly a maverick.
I am looking forward to his great work. I just got that on Audible, so I'm going to interrupt my heresy listening to listen to
I
Paul's
wouldn't
great
listening
work.
to that. He's a good guy. He's a good guy. As
so-
far as chaos goes.
We also, actually finishing off this detachment.
Very good.
You alright there, Chef? We have 2 units of priests, electro priests, full bright electro priests, 1 unit of 10, 1 unit of 9, 9 because A points and B because I need to be able to fit them into a Doom Rider. And then we have a unit of 6 infiltrators. We haven't seen these on the channel or on any boards ever for a long time outside of Mars. Mars, because Wrath of Mars makes them very nasty, but for anyone else they don't tend to turn up. However, again, their tasers are pretty good, and because I don't have a big unit of las cannon chickens, actually putting that many shots, because that's 6 times 5 shots. I can make them hit on 2s if I'm in the right canticle. Then I'm rerolling 1s. That in itself is pretty decent.
Yeah.
Then if you get them into combat, they do some work with their tasers. So there's definitely some things that work in them. And that finishes it off.
Yeah, nice.
Guess what it is?
A list.
It is a chaos list.
No. There's something else it is.
Broken.
Definitely not.
It's a power gamer list.
Definitely not.
It's not as bad as Stig's. How many points is it, Stig?
Thank you. It's 2,000 on the map.
Very good.
Yeah.
Nice.
Like I said, mine was, but
Well,
I'm a human peanut.
yeah, you can't do math well.
No,
That's all right.
Nope. Yeah.
Well, you're not today. that's
I
for sure.
believe mine is 2,000 points because I believe in it.
I mean, that works.
It literally does.
Yes.
Cool. Yeah. No. It's nice to see some different things. These units that have not been seen in some time.
Yeah.
Why don't we have a look at what this mission is going to be, gentlemen, and of course you guys and gals at home. We'll be right back. Ladies, gentlemen, boys, girls, grots, servitors, boys, and girls, I guess.
And mothers.
Exactly.
Yes.
Mushrooms.
Well, that's pretty
Don't
much
you
what
talk about my mother like that.
it has begun already.
Yes.
We are here. The orcs have emerged to defend their shanty town
How
from.
dare you? This is as good as it gets. This is luxury, this. Bloody lovely.
I mean, yeah, as far as orcs shanty towns go. The Admech, clearly after some form of strange orky technology, perhaps they found an STC that they have utilised for their own ends, so they have decided to outflank the orcs here on this poor, deserted desert planet. Well, as deserted as it can be when it's filled with orcs. We are playing territorial control. Quite appropriate, really, because clearly the orcs want to regain their territory. So there's a Maelstrom of War mission, Schemes of War, and I believe it's from the second turn onwards. For every, if you control more objective markers than your opponent, you get to draw an additional card. So you can still only play 3 at one time, but it gives you some extra flexibility in your hand. Objective-wise, we have 1, we have 2, we have a 3rd just under this transport here, we have 4, we have a 5th underneath the Morkanaut, and then we have the 6th one here. As you can see, it is a frontline assault deployment. Close to danger, these Admech, or perhaps that is what they wanted all along, because currently, Tech Priest Dominus Stig has the first turn, or he has the choice of who has the first turn.
Yeah, difficult one with this. Looking at the deployment, it was going to be hard to get everything out of the way from a boy's charge phase. So let's see if we can thin the ranks a little bit first. But
Oh, Stig. My poor summer child.
I seize the initiative.
For Gork and Mork! And I broke my shanty town as well! No!
Turn 1 for the Adeptus Mechanicus. And here are the cards. So remember that the territorial control twist does not apply in the first turn. We have a Supremacy, we have Secure Objective 4, and we have a Mystery card. Ooh, indeed. Now, the canticle that has been activated has, of course, been Shroud Psalm. No need to do anything else, really, because it's not really going to help the army, so that has been selected. In terms of the objectives, this is Objective 4, so not possible to obtain this turn, potentially later.
this building was in the way.
Yeah. It's like the orcs planned it.
Poor
Yes.
city planning has meant I couldn't get to that objective.
Yeah.
You're in our house now.
But regardless, we obviously still have the mystery card in play, and Supremacy. We have 1, we have 2. They are within 3 inches of the center. Stig rolled on his advance and got exactly what he needed. No more, no less.
Oh, just like his mother.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
Being good to her.
And the 3rd one here, so Supremacy is definitely on the board, and we still, of course, have that mystery card and potentials for first strikes. So movement-wise, we have advanced up with this unit of Rangers in order to secure that objective, and we've held relatively static with the heavier firepower of the army. But The D-Day boats have decided to trundle forward ever so slightly along their hovercraft platforms, unable to fly over these buildings, having to go round them.
Naughty.
But the taser chickens have gone round here. These rangers have held firm on top of the building. Character support is where they have maintained. And you can see here Stig has been very kind to put a model inside each of the boats in order to show who is inside what. This one, I presume,
It's empty.
It's empty.
Okay.
That's sad.
So he's just there. He wants to deliver someone, but he can't deliver anyone. There is no psychic. We do not trust in such sorcerous ways, for
Folly.
you are men of science and lots and lots and lots of
chaos.
guns. We're going to open the shooting phase with just a light smattering of fire from this ranger unit. They are going into, it was this squad here.
This squad here.
Reason being is because the Morkanaut's custom force field is flaring and pulsating to life, and this unit here will of course have a 5-up invuln. However, this unit will not, because they're not wholly within. And remember that this big mech, because he is leading the Grot detachment, he has a different keyword, and it doesn't affect orc units within 9. It does specify clan. Okay, so just worth double checking that. So obviously if you do go for a specialist detachment, it will...
Oh, it is orc units.
Is it?
Well, the one on the Morkanaut is.
Oh,
Fascinating.
well.
Well, we've deployed now. Good thing too.
You do shoot it now.
Okay.
Then that's
Stig-
the turn. I did a
Stig-
funny joke, and Stig conceded.
Stig has been waiting very patiently whilst me and Bone are being idiots.
Yeah.
Right, freeze.
Lots of misses there, unfortunately.
2.
It's a lot.
Yeah. 4s, 6s will be -1. So, 1's dead and 2 saves, please.
Okay, let's see if I can get some 6s now. I cannot.
2 more are slain, so 3. So what are these called again?
These are Scorpius Dune Riders.
Okay.
Yeah, they ride the dune, not the air.
I presume they're shooting at this same unit.
Indeed.
Okay.
He does not get rerolls.
Yeah, a few more misses there, unfortunately.
There's actually quite a lot.
Quite a few there, actually.
Yeah, logic. I'm not just making this up.
Well,
Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes you have been known.
Are those at -1?
those aren't at -1 though. No, so that is just 5 saves.
5
Lisa.
saves. So no minuses here.
No minuses.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
All right.
So another 5 have been slain there. Stig, do you know what you're doing next?
Same again.
Okay, so this floating McBoaty,
Floating McBoaty.
into the same unit.
Actually, it's a terrible roll.
Okay, it's not good so far.
They've been well below average.
You're wounding all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, 3.
Okay.
Exactly the
So
average.
let's see how these other dice.
Oh,
are
we're
feeling.
changing up the dice. It's risky. This Scorpius disintegrator now. We're going to try out this. Is it Thermite cannon?
Yes.
Oh, very good. The Thermite cannon is going into the Morkanaut, and all of the other guns are going to go into this already heftily damaged boy unit.
The missiles, obviously, ideally you put in something big, but the range is only 36, and I wanted to keep them back because the first turn for the Orks will be a pain. So at this point, you know, some AP is not a bad thing to get rid of boys because you want to kill them till they're dead.
Indeed.
Anyway, start with Stubbers.
Are you rolling here?
This is the one that's not in the reroll 1 range. The other 2 are.
How convenient.
Shame that, shame.
And then 4s. 3 saves again, please, sir.
3 saves again. Let's do a mix.
Oh,
Oh, he's going crazy now.
Shouldn't have mixed.
No, shouldn't have mixed.
That's all right.
Let that be a warning to everyone at home.
Yeah, don't mix your dice.
Nope.
D6
Or drinks.
missiles. Yeah.
Drinks, yes, that is also a very good piece of life advice there.
They have all hit.
Ooh, they all hit. And these are strength 7?
7, so 3s.
Okay.
3 at -2.
Okay.
That is 3 more slain. And now the Thermite cannon.
This is the one that's actually interesting. Right.
Alright,
Who are you shooting that at?
It's at the Morkanaut.
this is at the Morkanaut.
What is his toughness? Is he toughness 8?
Yeah.
Or 7?
Yes, he's tough to say.
I think he's 8, isn't he?
He is indeed.
So, anyway, 3s to hit.
Okay, so that was irrelevant. Good work.
Wow!
Moving swiftly on to the second of the disintegrators, same split of targets, I have been informed.
Targets.
And this one is re-rolling ones to
This
hit.
one's re-rolling 1s, so I get to re-roll that one.
Okay, so that's pretty good.
That's
hitting
better on the
so
Stubbers.
far. Alright, 4 wounds.
Let's see how these gems are feeling. Go on.
Save one, but that is 3 more slain. Only a few left in that unit. The missiles. There's 6 missile shots there.
I mean,
there's 7 left in that unit.
we roll the ones, luckily.
That is a good thing for Stig,
Not for me.
but not for Bone.
And then freeze, that was dropped. So 3 again.
3 more of these boys are slain. And now the thermite cannon.
Okay, maybe let's do something this time.
Okay. They've all hit. He is toughness 8, so 4s to wound here.
Oh, Stig!
-3, but he's got his invuln anyway.
He does indeed. So 5 up invuns here.
Oh.
Okay, we've saved 1.
6
6
damage.
6 damage, flat free. The consistency there. Perhaps we will see it paying off. Middle Dune Crawler. Eyes up the Red Baron over there. He's firing all of his guns into the Red Baron, barring his stubber, which is going to go into this 4 blob of boys.
So we'll start off with the stubborn.
Okay.
Re-rolling ones, but there's none this time. 4s again.
Damn it, you're rolling well on your wounds.
2 are slain. There is only 2 boys left.
Okay.
Now for the Icarus array. There's a lot of guns going on here.
More guns. We'll start off with the missile launcher.
Who are you shooting at?
This is at the Red Baron.
How dare you?
I know, right?
It's very rude.
He's set up over here because he's a maverick.
No, he's up over there because you don't want him to explode and kill your own units.
He's a maverick! Right, go on then.
What is his toughness? Toughness 6?
10. It's 6.
Does he get a bonus because he's the Red Baron?
Yes, it's 10.
So they get with the Icarus they get a +1 if you're firing against targets with fly, so they ignore the inbuilt minus. So it's freeze re-rolling ones. We'll start off with the missile, which hits. It's strength 7, so freeze. Does not wound.
Fails to wound.
The Baron!
We'll then go on to.
It's the Baron!
You ready there?
Yeah, keep going.
Cool. Right, fine. We'll go over to the Gatling rocket.
All right.
One's missed. Is that cocked? That looks quite cocked to me.
Sure.
Yeah.
It was meant to be.
4s now because it's strength 6.
Only the 1 wound
Only
there.
the 1 wound,
What's the
-2.
I will get a 6-up save here. The Baron!
No.
Oh, no, the Baron is hit. Mayday, what's the damage?
Just 1 damage.
Okay.
Yeah.
And now we
the
have
Twin Icarus autocannon.
Right.
So this is freeze again. Again, only a 1 to reroll. Cool.
Okay.
Only 2 hits.
Only 2 hits there.
Freeze.
Dodging them all.
Oh.
All right. He's doing pretty well so far.
-1, 2 damage if you fail it.
Oh, he
Push.
saves it on a 5.
It's the Baron! Yes!
We come to the second of the Dune Crawlers. We're going to do this same split of attacks. We'll start with the heavy stubbers into the beleaguered boys.
Reroll the 1. Cool.
They all hit.
4s.
Only the 1 wound, and I believe you may be within your bubble range now.
Might be wholly within.
I am.
Potentially, because this is on these boys here, so just measure that range up there, though.
Quick, I need a tape measure.
Where
Where
are-
are they?
where-
It's just there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah!
Okay, we've got a 5-up invuln here.
2 wounds, was it?
Just the 1?
Just the 1. Damn
Okay,
it.
it was irrelevant, but it's still 1 boy left. They must be dealt with.
Right, the big missile.
So this is onto the Red Baron. That's
Yes,
a hit.
it is. 3.
It's another failed wound.
Baron. It's the Baron.
See, not having that dual battalion there, Stig, you don't have a lot of CP for any rerolls, do you?
This is the thing. And you want to do some cool stuff when you got priests and things on the board.
It's true.
The Gatlings. Okay, that's
This is
better.
looking a bit better.
4s now. 3 saves at -2.
There's 2.
Saves none of them, but they are only damage 1.
Yeah.
And now the autocannon.
They have 3 of them have hit,
What to hit there?
and they've all wounded this
Alright.
time.
There's 5s to wound. 5s to save even, not 5s to wound. What am I talking about? Oh, we saved one of them.
4 damage.
He's got 4 left.
4 left there.
He is the Baron.
He is alive for now. Stig, do you know what you're doing next?
Yes, I'm going to come over to the one Phosphospenta on the chickens, because I had 2 points to make it 2,000 on the nose, which we all know means you should make it 2,000 on the nose.
If you can.
So he's within 18 inch range.
Oh my god.
So he is going to finish while he's starting.
Oh no.
Freeze.
It's a hit. What's the strength?
Strength 5.
Priest wound. It's a wound.
-1.
The force field.
-1.
The force field.
Oh yeah.
Oh no!
That is him gone. That is a unit of boys wiped out. That is first strike. This Baron will survive, but will he?
Yes.
Well, we'll have to hope so. This final Dune Crawler is going to fire again all of his guns that are of the anti-aircraft variety into the Baron, and he's just in range and line of sight of these boys at the rear here, so in his stubber will go to them. Shall we start with that?
Yes. We roll the 1. Cool.
2 hits there. We've got 1 wound.
1 wound. Oh, I saw it.
The 6 winked, but one of the boys is slain. Now the main event.
I'm going to leave the big gun to second,
Oh,
because
it's risky.
I've rolled the first one each time and it's just been rubbish.
It's risky.
So let's go with the Gatling first.
Okay.
Oh, not
Two
me.
misses
roll
there.
those. Okay.
Right, it's 3 hits.
4s.
It's 2 wounds.
What's the damage on this?
This is only 1 damage.
Okay, and it's -1, right?
I think it's -2. I'm going to double check where you roll the dice.
Okay.
It is -2.
Okay, well one of them is saved. He has 3 wounds remaining.
Ooh. Right. This big gun, this big missile has done nothing so far.
It's true, it's
Let's
not.
change that. Let's change that on the second try. Yeah, okay.
It just hits. Freeze to wound
I'm
here.
going to change whip dice.
Oh. It's a wound.
What's the minus?
That is -2. It's -3.
And the
It's
damage?
D6 damage.
Oh.
2 damage. So the Baron.
He has 3 wounds remaining. Oh, the Baron has been slain. You're doing it again, Stig. The third disintegrator now is going to go into the Morkanaut with its missiles and its thermite cannon, and its heavy stubbers into the boys in front of him. What are we starting with, Stig?
Well, first of all, I'm starting with rebuilding like the emotional and physical pain that I've just been inflicted upon by Bone, and then I'm gonna
call a therapist. Bill me.
Then I'm gonna deal with the stubbers against the boys. We roll the 1s.
Unfortunately for you, there's a couple of 2s in there.
It's
Damn
just
it.
the 1.
I know.
4s. Okay.
Only the 1 wound there.
1 wound.
Only the 1 wound there. You've got a 5-up in bun here. Okay, it doesn't matter. What next, Stig?
Let's do the missiles.
It's only the 1 shot there.
I may as well actually spend the CP at this point.
Spending a CP.
Pay it off.
It's a 6 there.
Oof.
That's a 6.
Who are you shooting that at?
This is
the
a
Morkanaut.
Morkanaut. So, 3s, rerolling 1s. Is 5s and 6s though.
It is. It's toughness 8. It is only the 1 wound
1
there.
wound.
Minus.
-2.
5-up in bun. He
Yeah.
loves it on a 6. Now the thermite cannon. Okay.
Hits twice.
2 hits there. 4s to wound. It's only the 1 wound there.
-3.
5-up in bun again. Oh, it winked, but
Is that your last thermite cannon?
Yes, it is.
I'm going to use CP on that.
all right. CP reroll.
Damn it!
Fails. Another 3 damage. He's down to 9 remaining. You come over to this floaty McBoat face, and he is firing all of his heavy stubbers into this Ork Boy unit here.
It's been a bunch of back and forth about whether I should go after the Lootas or not. Obviously, Gwot Shield is likely to be used. Well, between Gwot Shield and a 5-up in bun.
Most certainly.
It's a little bit like, well, I just don't have enough shots to kind of have any damage, or at least I can make it slightly more challenging for his movement next time, potentially. Who knows? Anyway,
knows?
so we'll start off with this.
Okay, we dropped a couple there. We're looking for 4s to wound. Remember, this unit is wholly within range of the Morkanaut. So only 3 wounds there. There's 3 5-up in buns to be made. That is still 3 dead somehow. Do you want to go straight on to the next one?
So rinse and repeat.
All right. Okay, it's a little bit more accurate.
Hopefully
Can
we
it be
get
more
some
damaging?
wounds.
Oh, it can.
Wow, okay, that's better. 7.
7.
Blessed number!
Kills another 4. So quite a few have been slain from that unit, but they are still going to be around. Their leadership is like in the sort of
Lots of
the 18 or something, however that may be. Is there any more shooting to do, Stig?
That is actually it, because I advanced that unit. This unit is still inside, and they only had 1 gun, so it killed that 1 boy, didn't it, Bo?
Right. It's true, it did. So, are there any charges to declare?
It's a long charge, but it is doable. So why not?
Okay, we're going to go straight into that charge phase then.
Hang on, my sluggers.
We've got some Overwatch here.
Where is the second tape measure? Here it is.
There's always a missing tape measure in here.
Yeah. Hey, no. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
6 sluggers. How many wounds do they have?
These?
Dackadackers.
Yes.
6 inch.
Oh, 3 hits there.
Okay, so could take one down to half
6
wounds.
toughness.
Okay, that's 2
2
wounds.
there.
So no minus, so freeze.
They have a 3-up save.
I thought they had a 4-up save.
It's a 4-up save, shroud side.
Of course, it counts. They count as in cover.
Yeah.
Okay, so do they make the charge, Mr.
Probably
Stig?
No.
Oh!
You needed an 11, didn't you?
I did.
I thought you needed a 10.
No.
Ah, thank goodness.
Okay, so
That
that.
would have been too much.
let me just make absolute certain.
Oh no, definitely not.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely not. They
Okay.
definitely needed 11.
All right, so there is no fight phase. Why don't we go straight to the cards? Let's have a look and see what we've got. So, secure objective 4, as we established, is over here, is not being achieved. Supremacy, however, is. The mystery card, is that succeeded or not?
It has been succeeded, annoyingly not for the extra though.
Only the 1 for overwhelming firepower. Pretty significant. Denying the points there. Didn't quite get that 3rd kill. We only got the 2. Morale-wise, these guys have got to be fine, I'm sure of it.
Yeah, so...
Just counting that up.
17.
17. So they lost 8 then because you started with 25-man units. Yeah. So even if you rolled a 6, that'll be a 14. They are perfectly fine because of mob rule. The supremacy, it is the big 3. So we have achieved 3 points for supremacy, 1 point for overwhelming firepower, and a point for first strike. So not a bad turn at all there.
Terrible.
5 points on the board for the Stig. But the Ork retort. How powerful will it be?
It's gonna be pretty powerful.
It's gonna hurt.
Yeah.
Turn 1 for the Orks. We come at you halfway through the movement phase because we've got a couple of bits of housekeeping to do. Objective-wise, we have Secure Objective 1, Secure Objective 3, and a mystery card.
Woo!
Secure Objective 1 is over there, and Secure Objective 3 is underneath the Morkanaut. So we should get a couple of points on the board there, as well as whatever the mystery may hold. But the Blitzer Bomber, he has flown over this unit of Rangers.
Yes.
He's going to drop one of his Blitzer bombs.
Yes, I'm gonna spend a CP so it goes up on 3s.
Okay.
So that puts me down to 9 CP.
So that is, so basically it's a squig that's attached to the bomb, isn't it?
These are called the squig
I
something.
think it's squig bombs, isn't it?
Yeah, something sweet. Now, I'd hoped the Baron would do this. It's one of the reasons I chose the red one, but this is fine. This is still going to be cool.
He's going to avenge the red band.
Squig bombs! So, yeah, use this strategy in your movement phase after moving a Blitzer bomber. Hello! Over a unit. Add 1 to the rolls for the model's boom bomb ability. It would normally be 4s. It's now 3s. 3s to mortal wound these people to death!
Okay.
Okay, it's 3.
We have killed 3 of the Rangers outright.
Okay, very good. And now... I'm going to use Flying Headbutt. I'm going to use it. So use this at the end of your movement phase. Select an Ork unit from your army that has the Flyer battlefield roll. This model is reduced to 0 wounds and automatically crashes and burns. Boom!
Okay.
Die!
So we have...
Good your mother, good your mother, good your mother, for the Baron!
Yes! Okay, so we have, therefore, the unit of rangers that are still within 6 now, and all 3 disintegrators, as well as, is this Doomwalker in range?
I don't think so.
Is it within 6? Is that?
It is a 6-inch explosion. So
It is just.
Oh,
Okay.
yes.
Daedalus is out though, but Dunecrawler.
Okay,
is-
so we've got
very good.
Dunecrawler, Disintegrator, and the Rangers.
Well, let's start off with the Rangers,
if we
shall
can kill them, that would be impressive. Deep 3 mortal wounds. It's only the one. One more is slain.
Still cool. Okay, come over to this guy. He takes, just the one. Him. 3!
He takes the 3.
So put these next to them so we remember. This one. It's 3!
Very nice.
And then this
And
one.
the Doomwalker is
It's
just
one.
There is no middle ground here.
That was so epic.
We return with the rest of the Ork movement phase. Obviously that was done at the end of it, so just to catch you guys up to where we are. We've remained static with the Smasher Guns, the Looters, their Grot Shields, ammo, lads, clearly.
They are definitely shields.
Oh, they're aware of that, are they?
Yes.
Okay, very good.
They're happy.
We did use a stratagem on the Morkanaut. What's the new stratagem called? Is it patch him up or something?
Yeah.
Patch up or patchwork, whatever it is. It allows them to count as double their wounds for the purposes of the damage profile. Patch up. Shame that it has to be used because he's only the 1 wound below the degradation there, but the Big Mech is too far away to fix him, what with his handy perch on top of this building, giving him good line of sight to the battlefield. We've remained still with this unit of Orks here because I'm sure that a jump is going to happen.
Yes.
And what are their names?
Who?
The War Boss.
Oh.
Basket!
And the mark first. Very good.
That way.
That's how they work.
Thank you very much. He has advanced up here alongside these boys. They hoofed it up the battlefield with a mighty 6 on their advance and are still within range of the War Boss. Remember, he's got a 9-inch bubble that allows them to advance and charge. So they're going to really put the pressure on this turn. We do have a psychic phase. Now that you're caught up, do you want to go straight into that?
Sure, yeah. So why don't we start with the new psychic power, which is called something Gleaming Gear.
Gleaming Gear. So remember, that's coming from this guy here. He's the Warphead.
So it's 18 inches. We're going to cast it on the Morkanaut to give it a 2+ armor. So needing a 6. Well, at least it's not. Oh, no,
It will be a perils because it's a double 1. And
I just want to show the nice things. And I have to use CP. Fine. I'll use a CP reroll.
Okay.
Good.
It does go
Right,
off.
So it does go off.
Because we have plenty of Orks within range to give him the pluses to cast, because it's Warp Charge 6.
Right. There we go.
Okay.
Okay, so he also has Warpath.
Yep.
So he'll cast that on these guys here.
And this unit over here. Warpath.
That goes up.
It does indeed go
with
off.
a plus. I don't think I've got 30 more.
Well, you've got 15 there.
He's perils, hasn't
He's probably perils. Why don't we check it and come right back? Okay.
It's within 10.
It's within 10. We double checked
He
it.
perils on himself and he takes a total of 2 wounds.
Okay, so
Yeah.
he still has some left and he is still alive, but Warpath has gone off. We then come over to the final Weird Boy, and to finish off this psychic phase, what is he doing?
Yes, he'll be jumping this unit here.
Oh, as expected, the jump. He's
and
also
he goes off, but
perils.
it perils on himself.
The
He
power of the
takes
Waaagh is
3.
fickle, but they have the jump.
It's because Nigel's not here.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
They're trying to show off to Nigel. That's what it
They
is.
think they're better than Nigel? No,
I think it's that they just want to earn Nigel's good graces.
Well, I was going to say that Nigel's a stabilising influence, but he's also an Orc, so I'm not sure how that works.
Stabilizing Orks.
With green lightning flashing, these boys up the boards, 9 inches away from the floating boat faces. We are in the shooting phase. We are going to start with this Big Mech. His souped up Shokka has an absolute smorgasbord of targets. But first we're going to roll for his strength and see which one is going to be a valid one.
Ha!
It is strength 5.
Okay. I will fire at... I mean, strength 5, I'm still winning on 5s and 6s, so, and then it is -5, so yeah, why not? I will fire...
The boats don't have inbounds.
Yeah, I'm going to fire at the 9-inch, that guy over there.
This middle one here has been declared the target.
So shots.
It's 10 shots. Okay, so we've evened out a little bit here. Their toughness 6, aren't they?
These are 7.
Okay.
So,
Oh, those are 7 and these guys are 6?
These are 6.
Gotcha.
okay, cool. So 5 and 6 is re-rolling 1 because of bad moves.
Alright, there's a lot of ones to reroll there, and already 2 dackers.
Okay, so another 2 dackers. Cool. 3 hits.
And reroll that one that you rolled on that dacker.
Of course.
Okay, 4 hits, not too shabby.
Not too shabby. Right, okay, so 5 and 6 no wounds.
No wounds there, that is unfortunate. Come to the looters. More dacker has been employed, so they are going to be dackering on unmodified 5s, which is important because they are going to target these dragoons. So their -1 has been completely negated. In addition, remember that Clever Spanner has been used on them at the beginning of the game, which enables them to roll 2d3 and pick the highest for the number of shots every time they shoot.
Yeah.
Which is really cool.
Which is really cool.
I like it.
Yeah, so we're about to see the end of all of my CP, but you got to see 2 new stratagems. I hope you enjoyed that. Right, here we go. So 2d3. Hey. Okay, so obviously I'm going to take the 3.
Absolutely.
So that's 14.
Yes, because the spanner doesn't have one.
Yeah, so what's so that's...
That will be 42 shots.
Alright, let me go through
That's in your hand there.
Yes, it is, sir. Yes, it is. So we can fire into these chickens.
Okay.
Die, chickens, die. So let's re-roll these ones and then have a look at how we're doing. It looks okay.
It looks pretty good from the dacker front.
There's another one there.
Yeah, there's another couple in there still.
Oh yeah, no, I just dropped one, guys. I just dropped one. I'm coming back to it. There's no worries here, okay? Cool, let's re-roll these.
Alright, we'll roll them over here.
Okay, that's
Nice.
not
More.
bad.
We can't re-roll the ones again, Stig.
No, I mean the dackers. I mean the dackers.
Alright,
Okay.
so get rid of all of these misses. This is the fun bit about orcs, especially when you're filming
Mass dice.
So everyone can just watch me
you can
do
just
this.
wait.
Bathe in my glory.
It's pretty good, actually.
It's not bad so far, is it?
bad at
So we've
all.
got 5, 10, 15, 20 hits so far. So, I need
So
to roll
another
another
20
dice.
shots.
That's 10.
Oh, thank you very much. Okay, we'll do that over here. Reroll those 2 1s there. Okay, cool. So we picked up an extra...
Only an extra 3 there by the looks of it.
That's weird. But anyway, there it is. That can happen sometimes. Yep, only an extra 3. Okay, cool. So it's still 23 hits. Toughness 7, it'll be 3s to wound you, I believe.
Yeah.
Okay, I mean strength 7 to your toughness, of course.
Yes.
So 3s. Okay, so
looks
1,
pretty
2,
healthy.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 wounds in total. At -1?
They are 2 damage each, aren't they?
Yes.
So I'll do it 3 at a time. So
Yes.
6 wounds. 3s become 4s. Shroud Arm back to
Indeed.
4s. So 1's gone through. So this guy has got 4 wounds left. I'll just do these now. Cool. So that's him dead.
Dead.
I've got 3 more. Okay,
Alright.
so that's 2 go through. So this guy is on 2 wounds. Makes it. Oh, and he's dead. So that's 2 dead so far.
Right. Do they explode?
Yes, so on the 6s they will do 1 mortal wound each. So they do not.
Okay.
Okay, cool. I'll now use showing off.
So we're going to rinse and repeat.
Yep. That's the
Okay.
end of the CP. Yeah, okay, cool. So I can roll 2 and discard the lowest.
Indeed. Okay.
So yeah, actually that is nice with Looters.
It's a nice little stratagem. So you
Nice.
can do that on looters or burners. So you sacrifice one of the weapons because you have to have a spanner in there, their leader. But you know what? I think it's worthwhile because the minute that you get to fire twice with them, you've done basically the command reroll. But if you fire more than twice, it's paid for itself. Really.
Well, statistically, you're also more likely to get. I mean, you dropping 1 more to get a spanner in, you're always going to be better off.
I think so. I think
you're
so.
always going to be better off.
Yeah, it's
and gives you options for really cool conversions because the spanners always should look different and all a bit weird.
Yeah. I like the one we've got. He looks really cool.
So we're just going to pop in there. You see
okay.
his custom Mega-blasta.
Get one more.
I've dropped one. Okay, here we go. Okay, so grab these ones.
Not as many ones as the first round.
Although ironically translates to not that much in the way of hits anyway.
It's not terrible. Okay, that's all right. So far I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 15, 17.
Okay.
So 5,
10,
15. 2 more.
17.
Thank you, sir.
All right, the damage coming up. Wounding on freeze.
These are my Dakadakas.
Oh, forgive me.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
That's all of them hitting.
Yeah. And that is very nice. Very nice.
Okay,
indeed.
very good indeed. All right, so you've actually translated to 26 hits there?
So
A lot of dice.
Yeah, a lot of dice.
Doesn't matter.
3s. Tasty.
That's
Very
pretty
tasty.
good. Showing off has paid dividends here.
Okay, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 15, 16 wounds that time.
Ooh.
16 there, Stig.
Okay. All 3 at a time again. So one's taken 2 wounds. He's on 4 wounds. And he's dead. Does he blow up? We'll do that at the same time. No.
Okay. So we've got another 11 saves to make. Okay.
So he's on 2 wounds left.
8 more to go. Not very. Okay,
he's dead.
gone.
Does he blow up?
He does
No.
not. And the remaining saves on that last guy. He is gone. Even with a reroll, wouldn't save him. Does he explode?
Just because of the mortal wound next to him.
No, but that is first strike achieved and a big, big blow in terms of combat for this. I was going to say Stygies. You're not Stygies. This is what happens because you're not using Stygies. We come to the Morkanaut now. We've got a little bit of split fire, not too much. Both of the twin big shooters are going to go into these 2 rangers over here. Everything else, that is the custom Zappa, the custom blaster, and the rocket launchers, are going to go into this floaty McBoatface here. Now remember, thanks to his sparkly bits, he is ballistic skill 4, so which is pretty impressive for an orc.
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy good.
Yeah, surprisingly handy.
Yeah.
So what are we starting with?
Check out my sparkly bits. Bam, bam, bam.
Okay.
Rolling the ones, bad move.
So it's already get you an extra 2 hits thanks to sparkly bits. Gets you an extra 2 hits, 4 hits with the sparkly bits, plus 2 Dakadakas in there.
I'll just get these Dakadakas. Thank you very much.
Nice. Freeze to wound now.
The toughness 3, yeah.
Strength 5.
Yes, strength 5, cool.
Yes. Okay, 4 wounds.
There's no AP on that one. Right?
No.
So Shroud Psalm will need to work here. Shroud Psalm does not work.
Well, it does, but then it doesn't.
But not enough. They are removed from play. We then come on to the rest of his big guns.
Yeah.
Do we know what we're going to start with?
Why don't we start with his custom Mega-blasta?
Okay.
Okay, so single shot. Reroll bad moves. Okay,
Misses,
with
but
that.
doesn't overheat.
Which is something.
Importantly.
He then
Yes.
gets 3d3 shots with his custom Mega-zappa.
All right. Oh, it's pretty good.
Oh yeah.
That's 8 shots there.
Just changing these dice around, keeping it fresh,
Yeah,
keeping it nice.
You got to do it.
So 4s, which is weird.
Okay.
Reroll the ones.
Ones to reroll there.
Okay,
Alright.
cool. So it's 4 hits, gets me an extra one.
Yeah. 2 Dakas in there as well.
Oh yes, of course, I'm an orc.
Oh, very,
Very
nice.
Okay, 3s to wound. Tasty. It is -3.
Okay.
So that means their armor is 3 up, they go to 2 because of Shroud's arm, so back to 5s. And is it 5?
5 saves with 5 up here. And these are D6 damage a pop, I believe. Oh, this is going to sting there,
that's very
Stig.
cocked.
Okay,
Cool. So 4.
4d6 damage.
You've got to get through 12 wounds. I think you'll be okay.
Well, we'll see.
Hey! Oh, he's dead.
Yes.
A 6, a 3, and a 2. That's 14 wounds. Kaboom.
I think he might just be... No, he's out, so... Oh, he might be in there.
He might get them. He does not explode, but you do need to roll for the 10 gentlemen inside.
Well, actually, there's multiple genders in there, but we won't talk about that.
Oh, you lose 2 of them.
Okay, that's
2 are slain. They will disembark. The Morkanaut has spoken. Quite effectively as well for an orc.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
That's eloquent.
Yeah.
We have some token sluggers now into the floating boat face.
Yes.
8 of them, you say?
Yes. 1 hit, 2 hits, 2 wound, no wound.
No wounds there. Do we know where we're going next? Or do you-
Yeah, we're going to go for some smasher guns.
Why don't we come back once you've had a ponder on targets? This smasher gun eyes up his target, which is that Scorpius Disintegrator, all the way over here, hiding, at least unsuccessfully, behind this building. Just on the tip of the range, it is D3 shots.
Yeah, if I can take him out, it would be pretty cool.
Yes, it would.
Yes, let's go. Let's see what we can do here. So D3 shots.
2 shots.
Okay, so it will be 4s. Rerolling 1s.
Yes.
So they're new power. Okay.
They both hit.
So the first one
Toughness
is
7.
Okay. So to wound.
No
Fails.
wounds.
Second one
Does wound.
does wound. Okay, it's minus.
It's 3 or 4, I'm not sure.
Just roll if it's 6.
Yeah.
See if it's a 6, and then double check.
It'll be 5 or 6, and it's a 6 anyway.
Okay, great. Right, they are -4, but remember, because of Shroud's Psalm, he does have a 2-up save, which means that 6 Stig was a pass. Incredibly rude.
Yes.
We come over to this smasher gun.
Sorry, Bone.
Okay, that's alright. He's going to fire into this guy here. That's
Okay.
really all I can see. 2 shots.
2 shots there.
Okay, can't re-roll that. 2 wound will be looking for a 6.
Oh yes, absolutely.
So it's -4.
So a 6-up save again. Okay, the damage.
D6.
5, very nice. 7 wounds remaining on that floating come to this smasher gun here, and he can see underneath the mech workshop through a window, and just this lad here. The vehicles can wait, because we know what these bad boys can do when they're allowed a chance to power up.
Yes, so let's do it. So D3 shots. Just the 1 to hit. Hits.
And it's Daka as well.
Oh, it is 2. Thank you very
2
much.
hits because
2
they're
hits there.
grots.
Okay, cool. So to wound will be 4 more. Okay, so that's 1 wound.
Yep. And the second one.
And the second one.
is
Yep, so
also
2
a wound.
wounds.
2 wounds there, so they have a 5-up
5
invuln?
invulns at this point.
Okay.
Both go through, so now roll the damage.
So
Yeah,
the
they've
first
got
one is 4.
Okay. I'm going to make all these 5 and 6s, clearly.
Nope,
Nope,
he's super
one's
dead.
Next one is 3.
Okay, so 2 have been killed there. Are we going to go straight on to the next ones?
I need to see what he removes.
Okay, so with the careful casualty removal from the Stig there, these 3 that are left cannot see them. So we do have some other targets for them. We are going to try and deal with this guy here first.
Yes. So it doesn't really matter now. We'll just start with this one. D3
Sure.
shots. 2.
2 shots there. We have 2 hits.
2 hits, very nice. To wound. First one fails. Second one also fails. Okay. Next one. D3 shots. 2 again. 2 hits.
Okay, they're
to
consistent.
wound. Are they?
are. Okay, we
so
do have a
one
wound.
goes through. So it's -4.
Nope, goes
Is it on a
through.
1?
6.
It is 5 wounds.
Nice. Okay, the last one. D3 shots.
Same target. We have cocked dice
Okay.
by the looks of it.
Cocked. Well, hang on. We'll do the age-old test just so everyone's at home. Okay, yeah, cool. So, D3 shots.
It
It's
was meant to
1.
be.
It was meant to be.
And it misses.
Miss.
No rerolls there because it was not a 1. Is there any more shooting to do?
No.
Okay.
Custom slugger or something over here?
Custom
shooter?
Is custom shooter?
Custom shooter. I think it's 24. Ba-bum, ba-bum, ba-bum.
Let's-
Yes, let's I'll just check the range.
Double check the range, we'll be right back. Alright, we've double checked it. It is only an 18-inch range, but that's okay because now we are going into the charge phase. What are we going to begin with, Mr. Bone?
We're going to begin with this unit into this one here.
Into this wounded floating McBoat face.
Just double checking where they put them on 7 wounds. 7 wounds does keep them in the top bracket, so I am going to spend 1 CP and fire their Cognos Heavy Stabbers at full ballistic skill.
Yeah,
Obnoxious.
that's not very nice, is it?
I am within 9 because I thought this might happen.
Sure. Okay, still a couple of misses there, Stig.
It is a couple of
Couple of misses there, unfortunately.
But it's better than it would have been on 6s.
Oh yes, no,
Can't argue
absolutely.
with that.
He's not wrong. Okay, 5 wounds there. 5 up saves to be made. We saved one of them, but 4 are removed.
Better flat.
But they're charged.
Okay.
Okay, it's a 3. But here we go.
Here we go, lads. We like to put a show on. Oh!
It's a double 6. In they go. That is huge news for the boys. We come to these boys not to be outdone. They did advance, but they are within 9 of the war boss, so they will charge this boat. They will need a big charge to get over and around to wrap him, but we did a little bit of Overwatch first with the 1 hit. Nope. No wounds. They are safe. The charge.
Right, now, with Here We Go, I believe I can just re-roll the 1.
You can re-roll any or all, yes. So you can re-roll the 1 and keep the 4 should you so desire.
I'm going to keep the 4, but this would be nice if I got a 6 on that.
It's a 3.
7. Okay, so I have a backup plan.
Okay, we will move them in. The Morkanaut now is the backup plan. I like to think that the name of the Morkanaut is the backup plan.
The backup plan.
So he is charging into the boat. Because we cannot wrap, we may as well just kill him.
Yes.
Oh yes, he's definitely in. He is going to continue stomping his way up the field, so we're just going to rotate him, moving him in. Is there any other combat to be declared?
I'll move you, fatty. It's like old me. Yeah.
It is the fight phase, no other charges to declare. We have already started with this combat. We come to you halfway through. Their pile-in has been done. The boat is trapped.
Yeah.
And to that end, Mr. Bone, what is the play here?
So, I don't want it to die this turn, I want it to die next turn. So I've done some mathematical thinking, so that you can see I haven't piled in with all of these guys. So I'm going to attack, and I'm not going to use my sluggers because I don't have to.
Choppers.
So, yes, my choppers, thank you. Because I don't have to. So this should leave him with 2 wounds left.
Okay, leaving you plenty of scope next turn to kill him.
And it'll force him to try and have to engage me in combat, move all these guys around to get minuses, all sorts of crazy things going on.
No bonuses on any of those, but still they'll have to move, which is a pain.
What do you mean no minuses?
There's no minuses. No minuses for Dune Crawlers, no minuses for Hoverers. Hey, we're allowed one nice thing.
No,
you're
not!
Nice.
You chaos worshipping
Careful now.
people.
Gitz is fine, he's an orc. Okay, so we have 33 attacks coming in here. We're hitting on 3s. It's pretty accurate.
It'd be good.
It's pretty accurate there, Bone.
That's fine. If I kill you, I kill the unit inside at least.
True.
So that's
Yes, because they will not be able to disembark because of Bone's placement. They would have to, or it doesn't matter where they get placed, they will be within an inch of someone.
yes. Okay, here we go. 5s.
Okay.
So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
7
so
wounds.
If you fail every one,
7 wounds remaining.
if you fail every one, my plan has failed.
I saw the first batch of 4 and I was very concerned for you there, but that plan has paid off. He has 3 wounds remaining.
Cool.
The unit inside cannot disembark due to the placement. Now the consolidation can happen to maximize attacks next turn. And with any luck, kill it. And that will free up the boys to do some serious damage in the coming turns. It is time for the backup plan.
The backup plan.
Now remember, because he was patched up at the beginning of this turn, he is on his full profile. So he does have his 4 attacks. He is weapon skill free. And what is he going to do? Is he going to smash or is he going to swing?
We're going to smash because I got it. The reason I got it is if I swing, I'm not likely to kill it. Whereas I've got more chance, weirdly, in this situation of killing it with a smash. Normally it would be the other way around. Now why I want to kill it is because if this dies, these guys will pile out and then I will have the 6-inch consolidate, and because I get to pile in and then consolidate, so I should be able to tag that unit as it gets out, all things being well. So that's the thinking.
Okay.
So hitting on 3s.
Does the thinking pay off? We have a full house so far.
Okay, that's good. Now it's 2s.
2s to wound because he's strength 16. It is a full house.
It's a full house. It's -4.
That is no save there, Stig.
No save.
46 damage.
The plan is afoot.
Yay! Oh, he's dead.
He's dead.
On a double 1 and a double 6.
That's pretty cool. Does he blow up?
He's going to auto blow up.
Okay.
So I'm now going to do D3 mortal wounds on these guys, this guy, and these guys. So for 1 CP, it's worth.
It's very rude.
It's worth doing some damage.
It's a bit cheeky.
Yeah.
It's a bit cheeky.
So we'll do D3 on those orcs. 3.
3. Okay. That's plan.
We'll do D3 on the Morkanaut. 2.
Okay. So down to 7.
And D3 on the boys.
Only the one.
Just the one. Okay. Splat. Okay. Cool. But hopefully worth it.
And how many were inside? We
10 inside there.
All right. So. Oh, we lose another 2 from the explosion there.
Not terrible.
It's not, but it's still
not what I wanted.
a hefty blow. Okay, so that will be removed. We will come back once they have been placed, and then the Morkanaut will do his consolidation, as well as these boys piling in and consolidating as well. With that, the Morkanaut has consolidated forward. The Orks have enabled their own pile in and consolidate, and with the placement of the priests, they could not quite escape. They are just within an inch, so they have technically tagged them. However, it is now their time to attack back.
So it does mean that they are now going to pile in, and we'll be able to get everybody.
Bonus thinking.
Can they? This is. Wasn't there an FAQ that you can't attack the turn you get a vehicle explodes? Was that something?
They can't heroically intervene or charge the turn.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
Just checking.
Yeah, I could have moved up one of these transports, charged the transports, you killed it, and then...
It was to stop people from basically dying on Overwatch and then enabling their units to be a few inches closer, because this is what a lot of, ironically, Ork were doing, which was kind of appropriate for Orks, but so they are still able to pile in and consolidate for those pondering what the bone was pondering. But important to note.
Yeah, good also thing is I now don't get to do the more wounds just on the charge.
Which
is a really good thing.
That's what I was trying to.
But they do have 16 attacks between the 8 of them that are left. So see what we can do.
Yeah, we'll have 16 Orks left.
Yeah. So
Wow.
hitting on 3.
Okay, it's only 4 misses there.
Okay. Now these will be when you're on 3s, re-rolling 1s because of Riser. Re-roll those 1s. Okay.
Right.
The good thing for bone is there's no 6s because 6s are D3 mortal wounds.
Indeed, and they are -2, so that is just 12 Orks slain.
Yeah.
Outright.
Very tough.
Now they will not be in range of breaking heads because that is only normally a 3-inch aura, 6 inches with Follow Me Lad. However, thanks to these boys over here being a mob of 20, that means that their leadership is 20 because they are just within 6 here in this gap. So despite they cannot fail morale because even with a 6 on the morale, that would make it an 18 against leadership 20. So the boys have succeeded.
That's the best I've ever seen the boys do. Yay, boys!
Despite their heavy losses, they have trapped that unit from being able to charge other units, and because the unit has not been wiped, they still do not quite have their 5-up invuln going to a 3-up invuln just yet. We do have a floaty boat to attack back. I believe he has D3 at this point.
He'll only have 1 at this point.
Only
and then
one.
I'm going to have a decision to make at the end of the fight phase. I'm not sure. I need to double check the wording as to whether I can get the priest to fight again. Admech players that are smarter than me already know whether I can do that or not, but I have to check it as to whether it's any fight phase or your fight phase. I think it's yours.
Because Admech are weird like that.
Yeah.
They have some really
we'll double
weird-
check. So he gets 1 attack. He does not hit.
Okay, so let's check that stratagem and we will be right back. What's the verdict, Stig? You have dice in your hand.
It's fight phase.
Not yours?
Not yours.
Okay, so we will get to attack again.
It seems a bit weird. Again, it's one of those things that, like, Admech's wordings are just slightly weird compared to a lot of the other books. So much so that I'm really doubting myself and wanting to check it one more time.
We literally just checked it, but don't
I literally
worry.
just read it purely because of the fact that I don't want to do the wrong thing because it is kind of important because it's going to make a big difference at this point. So
the reason why we're double checking is because of various things that do enable AdMech to do stuff, but in weird phases compared to everyone else. Read that out for us, Stig.
So use this judgment at the end of the fight phase.
Okay.
Select an electro priest unit from your army. That unit can immediately fight for the second time.
All right,
So it's just because it's such a different wording to many others. So it makes, unfortunately, that I do the right thing just to kill those boys and then be able to move on to the others.
Yep.
If I kill them, I get the free up invuln, which also makes a big difference. So I have missed a few times there, Bane.
Okay, you need a lot of 2s now, basically.
Yeah.
Okay, they are removed even without the mortal wounds. It was worth a try. Significant blow there for the Orks, but all is potentially not lost. But there will be some tricky times ahead going into their next turn. For the AdMech, retort is about to happen. Points-wise, what do we have, Mr. Bone?
3 points.
3 points. We have, of course, first strike.
So I got secure objective 3.
Which is over there, held by the boys.
And, oh, actually, no, I've only got 1 point. Because they're dead now.
Okay, so 2 points, 1 for first strike and 1 for secure objective
I'm going to
3.
discard secure objective 4.
Okay, so we have secure objective 4 was the mystery card that was here. That is that. We will be back with the AdMech turn 2. Let's see what they will reply with. Turn 2 for the AdMech. We have selected the canticle of reroll ones to hit in the shooting phase. Cannot remember what it is called. Movement wise, we've shuffled up with the tanks here. Now that they don't need to worry about that particular reroll, they've moved in such a way as to ensure line of sight, maximizing a number of shots and hits that will be potentially possible. Same with the Doom Crawlers over there. These priests have moved around in order to support the boat that is under siege. These priests, we did roll for the morale off camera. It was a 3. They lost 4. They are perfectly fine because the leadership is 8. They have moved forward in order to get some engagement next turn. And over here, this boat has moved on to the objective in order to secure it for the Adeptus Mechanicus. Cards-wise, we have secure objective 4, hence why that boat has moved here. We have the Machine Eternal. Score a victory point if a vehicle from your army that has suffered wounds during the course of the battle regains all of its lost wounds during your turn.
How dare you?
It's quite possible, isn't it?
I think it's already happened, isn't
Yes.
When we get to the end of the movement phase.
And we have a mystery card. So,
There's actually one thing I've just realised I haven't done though, Shep. Do you want to give me 1 second and I come back?
Oh no.
At least there's only 6 of them, Bone.
Yay! No.
so that's what you wanted to do.
Yeah.
I don't blame you. I would do exactly the same thing to you, Stig.
He literally would. He literally would.
So that is them appearing, I was going to say out of the webway, but they were maybe there all along. Their electrostatic helmets giving off an aura of we're not actually here, Predator style.
They don't get to use the webway, and that is Magnus's fault. He did a lot wrong.
He did nothing wrong. And over here, we've repaired this disintegrator. He repaired this disintegrator for his single wound that he'd taken, healing him up to full for Machine Eternal. So he's definitely 1 point there and 2 points for secure objective 4 at the end of this turn. Of course, we do have the mystery card still in play, and all of this shooting to come in. We'll be right back with that shooting phase. We will begin with these Rangers rapid firing into the Morkanaut.
Has it show up? Say.
He does.
Don't forget.
Yeah, but it's literally the only thing they can shoot at.
Okay, that's...
I'm just telling you not to forget.
Yeah, 3s, re-rolling 1s because of the canticle.
Very nice.
So
It is 6s to wound.
it is 6s, they will be a -1. So,
3 wounds.
3
3
wounds
wounds at
there.
-1.
3 up saves. Hey-ya!
Rerolling it there.
Oh, he's
He
fine.
passes them all. Okay, do we know what we're doing next, Stig?
Yeah, oh, by the way, the thing, because of the kind of going back and forth, I already told Chef this already. So Daedalosus at the start of the shooting phase looked funny at the Morkanaut. So everything within 6 of him gets a +1. Oof. So it means that these guys can ignore their -1 for shooting at something that is not flying. And guess what we're going to do?
Grim
Is that
in
what
the
we're
dark.
going to do? We're going to
Grim
fire
in the
at him?
dark.
We're going to fire at
Alright.
him. So we'll start with the first one. We'll do the stubbers.
So this is everything into him.
Everything into
Okay.
They don't actually have anything else in range because of where things are placed. So you know,
Sure.
we'll just go. Let's say it's the guy next to the Dominus at the back here.
Okay.
So the 3 stubbers have hit, but they do need 6s. 1 wound.
1 wound there. 2 up save here.
Loves
Loves
it.
it.
Okay, the big missile hits. 5 and 6s -2.
Oh, that one goes
Fails.
through.
Is it D3 or D6? It's D6.
4 wounds.
I'm going to double check that again just to make sure my ad-meching is not getting me wrong. My brain, I don't always use tune callers, you may or may not know that.
Yes, you hate them, you tell everyone.
Yeah, because I kind of do, but it is
hate
D6. It was -3 and it was D6, so cool.
Okay.
Um,
We rolled a 1 for the save, so it's moved.
yeah, and the Gatling. So they only hit twice.
Yep, because they are hitting on freeze because they do have that -1 against non-fly.
Exactly. And, no wounds,
No wounds
there.
there. Okay.
The autocannon.
Oh yes, of course. They still have more guns.
3 hits. So 5 and 6s. 1 at -1.
Loves it.
Saved on a 5. Do we want to go straight on to the next one?
We may as well.
Okay.
Stubbers, we roll the 1s. Kill. I'd like the 6s again.
There's 1 wound there. That's a save there.
I'm the backup player.
Big missile.
Misses.
Rerolls.
Misses again.
Misses
on a
again. That could be interesting.
2. Gatling. No rerolls possible there.
Oh, 5s and 6s.
No
nothing.
wounds there. And now the auto cannon.
Reroll the 1. Kill. That's very cold, so I'm going to roll another one for that.
Alright.
Kill. Reroll the 1. Kill. So
Not confusing at all. No wounds after all that. Very good.
Absolutely.
The third and final.
Stubbers. Kill. Reroll the 1. Kill. Nothing. Big missile.
Hits. Fails to
Misses.
wound.
First wound. Gatlings. Reroll the 1.
They do hit because of their +1, -1.
They would have hit anyway.
Oh yes, that's true.
But
No
they do not
wounds.
wound. And the autos. Hits 3 times.
Only 1 wound there. It's not saved though.
-2 damage, sorry. Down
2
to 1
damage!
wound.
Oh no.
1 wound remaining on
we go
the
over
backup
to
plan.
the first of the disintegrators.
Oh, we're doing it live, are we?
We
Doing
can
it
do.
live!
Oh my
They
God.
don't have anything else in range, so
Okay.
they are going after him. So
Sure.
I'll go straight to the big cannon because we may as well. This is 2s now to hit because
Yes.
of Daedalosus. They all hit 4s.
2 wounds there.
-3 doesn't matter.
So 5 up in buns.
Save or die.
Save. Die.
He's
But this is the most important role of the game. He's gonna take you all with him. No!
I saw the 6. So we were hoping that this would explode,
Then
that
this
would
would
kill him,
explode.
explode, and it would kill everything. And it would be incredible, but no, Stig, you had to ruin it.
It's okay, Stig. We can still be friends.
We come over to these 2 now. They're literally the only target that they have is going to be the Looters, just with their big guns as well. So this could be a little bit of overkill, but you know.
But we're just going to fire them at the same time, just because there's
may as
literally
well.
nothing
Sure.
else. So these will be 3s because they don't get the plus because Daedalosus. We
Yep.
roll those though. Okay, so 4 hits and then 2s.
Choose to kill. It is 4 Looters removed. Is that it for the shooting phase?
No, we've got to come over here in just a second. I've got to get a bunch of dice.
Okay. We come now to the infiltrators. They're going to fire everything into this middle mech gun here, and we are employing a stratagem to enable them to do what?
Well, the Protector Doctrine Imperative is the thing you've often seen me do on Las Chickens.
Right.
Works on any Skitarii unit, so it gives them a +1, so they'd normally be hitting on 3s, now hit on 2s.
Sure.
Reroll 1s because of the category. And there's 30 shots because they're 5 per pistol.
That's a lot of shots.
So, there's a lot of 1s there.
Well, you are re-rolling them, so it doesn't really matter.
He's lucky.
Yeah.
Look at those 1s.
Oh, still a couple ones in there.
So that's 26 hits.
All right, and they are strength 3?
Yeah.
Okay, so toughness 5 on the mech guns.
There are all these needles just firing into them, so and poisoning them.
Yes.
Which is pretty cool.
Doesn't sound pleasant.
I mean, you know.
5 and 6 is wound here.
Oh, that's actually gone okay. That's better than I thought it would do. There is no AP on these, so at least you'll get your armor save.
I believe it's a 5+.
I'd get my invulnerable anyway.
10.
10,
Okay.
is it?
10.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 5s.
Kills one.
Wow, death by Fletchit.
Wow. You just see all the little grots running around like going,
And with that, we come to the charge phase. We will begin with the Electro Priests into the Boyz, looking to add to their tally.
So
They're definitely in.
And now I roll 1 for each of the priests in the unit, which is 8 left. So on 6s, they'll do a mortal wound. So
2
kills
mortal
on the way
wounds
in.
on the way in, and we'll move them in shortly. And then we have a charge over here as well, which
Yeah.
is being done on...
I'm just going to declare it on both of them,
Okay.
just for the movement.
So 2d3 shots. 3. 6s. No.
Can we roll that one?
No, it's only in shooting phase, I believe.
Really?
No, it's reroll ones to hit.
Well, I rolled a 5 anyway.
Okay, so it's irrelevant. The charge!
So 9.
Not
Oh, even
like
with a reroll.
that. So we'll just move these priests in and we'll be right back in the fight phase. Here we go. It is now the Electro Priests. We have a bunch of attacks here.
We have 16 attacks coming in within 6 of the Warlord, who is Prime Hermeticon. So it's rerolling 1s and 2s, hitting on 3s. So
Right.
1s and 2s. Okay, I dropped 1. Wounding on 3s. Okay, rerolling the 1s because of Riser. We have got some 2s there.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So let's do these mortal wounds first. So these are 3d3 mortal wounds.
These are instead of.
They're instead of.
Okay.
So 6s to wound are d3 mortal wounds instead of automatic damage. So.
Right. So that's 8 mortal wounds there.
So they've done 10 mortal wounds so far. Plus, and another. What's that? 7 dead as well.
7 dead. So 15 dead. We've already removed the 2 from the
1, 2,
impact.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
Exactly.
Exactly. No more, no less. Do your best and be good to your mother.
And with that, that is the end of the fight phase. Their consolidation has already been completed. They have moved towards the war boss and the rest of the Ork lines. Cards-wise, we've already removed Secure Objective 4 and Machine Eterna because they have already been achieved, putting the Stig on 7 points. The mystery card is still in play. Mr. Bone,
Yeah.
going into your turn 2, do you want to do your cards now?
Well, so I've still got secure objective 1 in play.
Okay.
I then would choose. Give him some Dakar.
Okay, so kill someone in the shooting phase. Very nice.
Then it's not great. Let's go with mission critical objective,
Which is
two.
number 2.
which is that one there.
Right.
Yeah.
Turn 2 for the Orks. Turn 2 for the Orks.
Yes.
And we're going to do this as a summary.
Yes! I will have my pound of flesh It's gonna be sweet. All right, you ready?
Okay,
Here we
so
go.
we've moved up with the war boss, and the weird boys have just come around the corner as well. That's it for movement.
Yeah.
We do have some psychic to do.
Yeah.
What's happening over
So,
here?
first of all, we're going to do the jump on one of these units of grots here.
Oh,
Right, does it kill his friend? Yes, okay, that psychic phase is over.
Swiftly moving on.
Yeah!
The souped up Shokka time.
Here it comes!
The strength.
Yeah!
5 again.
How many shots? It's 3.
And this unit was
Firing
declared.
at them. I actually can't even see them. Da, 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 da. So I will shoot at...
are these guys?
Why not? Let's shoot at them.
The infiltrators.
I miss all of the times. This is the best turn I've ever had.
We come over to the looters then. We'll fire in to the 5-man unit of the Electro Priests.
How many shots? 2.
Okay, so we
we've
have
got
10 in there?
2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
11,
7, 8,
Oh
9.
no, 10 because of
We
Saga.
got the smash.
The smash.
Okay, cool. So,
So-
we got 9. So it's 18 shots.
Okay. Okay, couple
Will it not
of
be 20
attackers.
shots? Because it was.
No,
there's
because
11
one-
left.
no, because
One's
this-
the spanner.
Yes.
It was two
Here's
shot.
here's a different
It's
gun.
a different gun.
Oh, okay.
Reroll that 1. Oh, okay. So 2 Dackers.
Okay.
Okay, very nice.
Choose wound.
I need to have 3.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. 5 wounds.
5 wounds on the Electro Priests.
These ones haven't killed anything yet, so they're on 5 up inbounds. So 4 go
fail.
through, and they are 2
2
damage a pop.
Yeah.
So the first one is dead. Second one is dead. Third one is dead.
Last
Fourth
one dead.
is
So
dead.
4 are killed. Very
Huzzah.
nice. War Boss and his custom shooter now into the powered up Electro Priest unit.
Yes.
One hit
so
through
far.
with the big. Okay, Daka. 2
Okay, 2
hits.
1 wound.
1 wound there.
3 up.
I saw the 2 wink. The smasher guns then.
Okay, so we'll put the first one into these guys.
Into the infiltrators.
D3 shots, just the 1. Can I hit? I can. Daka. Cool, 2 hits.
Alright.
2 wound, first one.
Yes.
It's a wound, second one. It's
Yes.
a wound.
Do
Do
they-
they have an invulnerable save?
They do have. I'm just double checking. It's still a 6. Yeah, it is a 6 for a bionic save.
Okay.
Cool. Sorry. How many was it? Sorry.
2 wounds.
2 wounds. 2 6 up inbounds. They're 2 damage each.
Okay, passes 1.
Okay, they're 2 wounds each.
2
aren't
wounds
they?
each. Sorry. Yeah.
I kill
1
one.
is slain.
We'll come on to the next one.
All right,
Why
rinse and
not?
repeat.
Gotta kill him. D3 shots. There's 2 there. Okay, 1 hits.
Daka.
Okay, I guess that would be my 2 hits.
Sure.
Sure. 2 wounds.
Toughness is free.
Toughness is 3.
It is a wound.
So 1 wound. 2
It
wounds.
is, I saw that one there. I was like,
Yeah.
don't do this.
Both
2 go through.
How many damage?
So 2 and 3. So another 2 are killed.
Alright.
Okay, next one.
Sure.
1 shot.
It does hit.
Hit. 2 wound. Is a wound.
6 up invo.
Just the 1?
Yes.
Okay. Move on. His friend.
Stig!
I'm not saying a thing.
3. I have to kill something in combat. 2 hits. 1 wound. 2 wounds.
Alright, they both go through. The first one.
Is...
So killed.
Okay.
I'm not going to kill something in shooting, am I? Alright, last one. No, I'm not.
Unless you daka.
Hi. No. That's it. That's all my shooting.
With that, it brings us to the charge phase. The War Boss.
Heroes are made.
Nice charge. He's in on a 7. That is the sound of a War Boss, apparently. Well, it is when it's a Grot Boss.
Yeah, exactly.
There are no other charges, I believe.
No, there's not. I don't have anything left to charge.
Okay.
Right, so I gave him some cool stuff though, right?
Yeah.
You did.
I
He's
did.
going to power up now.
He's got a power claw, which is pretty sweet.
And also he gets...
He's the biggest boss, so I add 1 to the model's wounds and attacks characteristics.
So, he currently has 7 wounds and 5 attacks. Okay. He hits you on 2s. I'm going to use the green gem dice because they've been rolling the best. I've now tested all of the dice. These are the dice that will win me the game. I've missed only with 1 there.
You say 7 attacks, was it? Or 7
No,
wounds?
7 wounds.
Oh,
7
damn
wounds.
it.
Okay, very good. So now with my power claw, it'll be 2s to wound. it will be 2s to wound you there, Stig. Okay, there you have it. 4 wounds.
So 4 free-up invulns.
You may now strike me back. Quickly now, it's Friday. We can go to the pub soon if you hurry up.
Do not go to the pub this Friday until it's given the all clear. Do not go. I'm not going to go. I got excited and then realised that we're in a pandemic. Do not self-isolate. Be good to your mother. Right.
Right.
Yeah, and other people's mothers as well.
Yeah.
Be good to everyone's mothers right
Yeah.
now. We do have the attacks back from the priests.
You think that's going to kill a war boss? Lollocopter. It's pretty good.
Rerolling for the Prime Hermeticon there. So he's strength 5,
5.
toughness 5.
I think you'll find a toughness Gazcool now.
That's the official thing that it
That's the
says
official
inside it.
thing, because I get +1 to my wounds and attack. Okay, so it's not that. So I am toughness 5, yes.
Okay, so 4s. 6 are the important ones to look for as well.
Oh, so you've just got 3 of those.
3d3 mortal wounds there.
Alright, well, let's
Okay.
just do mortal wounds.
Let's
Let's
do
see what
those
you got.
first.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, he's still
2,
alive.
3,
2
4,
wounds
5.
left.
Yeah. And then these are at -2.
Well, I have a 4 up in
He's got a 4 up in bun now.
So how about that?
5, you've got 8 to make.
Dude, I'm asleep, mate.
I mean, you nearly
I
did.
nearly did, but 3 go through. You don't even need to roll the damage. He's dead. That's Warlord.
That is Slay the Warlord.
And I think perhaps the end of the game. Wow, that was crazy.
Right.
Yes.
So that's the end of the turn 2.
So I got no points.
Let's look at this properly, shall we?
Yeah.
So we have mission critical objective, which was number 2 over there. We had secure objective 1, which was this one
There.
here.
So that was going to be my jump, right?
Yeah. And then give him Sadaka, which was kill something in the shooting phase. Now, there is some morale to make.
They're leadership 8 because they're next to him. He's
Okay.
lost 4.
Yeah. So on a 6. No, the one time that you don't roll a 6. And this guy lost 4 of his friends.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. He's
And he's-
leadership 8 as well.
Okay.
7.
He's also fun.
Cool.
Okay. So,
Yeah, so look, I didn't score any points that turn. Effectively what happens now
How many
is...
points are you on?
2.
2.
to your
Yeah, so I haven't
8.
had the best cards for one.
At 7 at the moment.
Plus
However,
8 for Warlord.
8 for Warlord. And then I'm going to automatically get 2 because I've got defend objective
So
1.
that's
I
defend
start
1.
that,
He
and
started this in the Bones turn with his Consolidate, so he'll automatically achieve that at the end of his turn, putting
Yeah.
him on
10 to 2.
minimum of 10, regardless of the other cards that he draws.
Considering I have absolutely no board control anymore, I'm going to lose the souped up Shokka because I've got nothing that can screen him. These guys will come in, lock down 1, 2, maybe 3. The shooting will just go on to these guys. By the end of this turn, I will probably have Grots and 2 smasher guns that can fire. It won't be very exciting for you guys to watch this game anymore. I'm happy to concede. So yes, thank you for the game. Let's talk about it a bit more in the wrap-up, because although that was a punishing game for the Orks, I would not be disheartened by this book, because first of all, there are far better Ork players out there than me, and second of all, there are some really nice combos that you guys can do. So yeah, let's talk about it a bit more at the wall.
Stig, you did it again!
No, that's fine. That's fine.
It happens, it's a dice game.
Yeah, exactly. It's one of these things. I copped a bit of, not flack, but there was a lot of people saying, like with the last Tau game when we released in a similar, it wasn't similar actually, the other game was much closer.
Yeah.
But the point is with these showcases, guys, well, at least for me anyway, is I want to show you things that have changed and different options that will get your imagination going to see the sorts of things that you can do. Lootas still suffer from the same problem that they've always suffered from. You can only have 15 of them. When they were competitive, you'd mop them up and you'd have 30.
then that's really powerful.
Yeah, absolutely.
15 of them right now, although the rolling of the dice is really good. Like,
I think it's
good.
super consistent.
It's really, really good. Then you kind of go, okay, fine. Like that does make them more punchy now. And in like slightly less competitive games, use them.
Yeah.
Morkanauts with a 4 ballistic skill.
I'm a big fan of the Morkanaut anyway.
Yeah, right. Unreal. I think they're really, really awesome. The bombers, again, could be really good if you are playing more armies which are more infantry heavy, especially in the marine meta at the moment, when everyone's talking about how many intercessors and stuff that you can bring, or if you're playing other orcs, they'd be good. You know, those things, as you can see, can be really great. I threw away one of the flares mainly because I wanted to show you the stratagem. So there are things in there which are quite powerful, and when used correctly, or when you start to spam sorts of units and that sort of stuff, this book is very good. I honestly think it's really, really interesting, the stuff that you can do. So like I hope that you don't look at this and go, oh, it's all rubbish, because it really isn't. And I hope that it kind of shows you different sorts of things that you can do and give you some ideas of the sorts of lists that you can start to build. That's the hope that we have with these sorts of games. When we actually want to, excuse me, when we actually want to show you like powerful lists and all that sort of stuff, we'll do them in Tacticas, or next time we play it, I'll go, right, these units are really key, so then you can build more lists around them and all that stuff. And that's when we'll see something a bit more solid, a bit more consistent, that sort of thing. So that was my little spiel, but I think it's great. I think it only makes your orcs lists better. It gives you some new options as well, and like I said, those subcultures are great. They're really, really good. If you know, like we don't have any Tankbusters at the moment. We're working on getting some, but you could get.
You suddenly get strength 9 -3 Tankbusters,
which is crazy.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now we're talking. Now we're talking.
Now we're going around in trucks where we're
just lobbing tank bombs out. There are some really good things that you can do, and obviously because of the detachment system, as you say, if you build those specialist subcultures, I mean, people are using smasher guns. Just having them the ability to reroll ones to hit, it's great.
Makes a big difference.
It's really good. Now, ironically, it didn't actually come up all that often here. There's a couple of times. But it was still something that they weren't getting anyway. So why not? You know, and then to have the 6-up invuln, it gives them that little bit of frustration. You know, there will be those times where you just get that clutch 6 roll on a las cannon, and you kind of go,
goody.
You know, so there's some nice things like that. I think infantry using the feral orcs is going to be a big thing.
I think that's really cool.
3d6 picking the highest on your advance, as well as a 6-inch pile-in is huge.
Now,
if you're going down
if I had that, I mean, what would have happened when I wrapped up over there is I actually would have been able probably
to go all the way around.
Maybe even been able, because then at that point you try and kill it, because I could have gone over and all that sort of stuff. Start tying up units. Like, they've got some incredibly powerful stuff. We'll do a Tactica at some point and start playing around with these things and see what we can do with it properly. But I had fun.
I mean, that's the sort of thing where you can go, you know what, all of your boys and your war boss and one of your weird boys is going to be in a feral orc. Detachment. And then all your grots and your looters and the other weird boy and your Morkanaut is going to be in the bad moves detachment. So you've got one weird boy just following behind in order to do gleaming gear and give him the 2-up save.
And then that's cool.
And because that Morkanaut's custom force field says orc units, not clan units, he can give that to the feral boys. So now your feral boys are doing your 3d6 move and your 6-inch pile-in. You've got your Shoota battalion for your Morkanaut and your looters and your souped up Shokka rerolling ones to hit. And then you've got your grot mob doing your reroll ones to hit on you. So that's how you can make it work. But showing that off to you guys in a normal game is a bit tricky, just because whilst we do have various orcs in various colours now, we are able to do that. It just makes it easier to try and do little bits at a time.
We just want to, like I say, give you a little flavour.
A little taste. You gotta have the book in your grubby mitts yourselves. And have a play round.
You cheeky zoggers.
I just think that's the greatest name.
It's the best.
For, like,
all of the
an army
names. Just
rule.
get the book for the names. The names are great.
100%. So there are some good stuff in there. So as you quite rightly said, don't be disheartened. You know, there's a lot of deep diving to do in that book.
Yeah, we got
Stig.
it this morning as well.
Yeah, we also got it like this morning.
Yeah.
So, yeah, like, we
Did give us
Yeah,
much
yeah,
time.
yeah. We did have the deep dive, but like that's the thing. Like even when we're playing, we're reading it, going, "Oh,
that's really cool."
Oh, yeah. So yeah, next time when we come back around, we'll do another game soon. And
Yeah,
we'll
no.
have a look at it. properly.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And Stig. I
Yeah.
mean, you did what you did.
The cannons are okay, aren't they?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I quite look flat 3 damage is
Yeah,
nice, and when
3
you can
shots.
make them hit on 2s for a particular, you know, they're good.
Yeah, absolutely. -3 and flat 3 damage is
Yeah.
is really
It's really
really
good,
solid.
I still, I'm not.
I still think the energy cannon's better,
Yeah.
and that's because one, you've just generally got rate of fire to offset the extra AP and the extra strength, but two, it's the ignore line of sight.
Absolutely. I think
It's
you know,
so good.
realistically, you could easily have put neutron lasers on the dune crawlers, put the non-line of sight on Belios on the disintegrators, and that's a lot stronger.
Yeah.
Because again, like you know, if the flyers are the things that are a problem, cool. You target one of those, you're still going to be hitting them on 3s.
Yeah.
You can make one of them hit on 2s because you can run the same stratagem because dune crawlers are technically Skitarii.
Yeah, they have the
So
Skitarii
they
keyword,
have the
don't
Skitarii keyword because they're gunners. So you know that always helps. So like you've got many options. There's loads that you could do to tune that army up. That was definitely not you know supposed to be a tuned up army, but you know still has some teeth and it did alright.
Yeah, it was good. Look, the thing is, it wasn't tuned up, but it was a solid list because the threat.
It's a good all-round list.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the,
for sure. That was the
threat
intention.
was spread, right?
Yeah.
So like, I had to put all that firepower into those chickens because if they got into my lines, it was a big problem.
Yeah, absolutely.
So yeah, it's just one of those things.
Yeah, it is what it is. I mean, and we know that the next book is going to be Engine War. We know that the Admech are going to be in there. So we've already been saying that you're going to come down, you're going to have your Admech list, and we're going to give you the book for an hour, and you're going to be like, right, okay, well, this is what I can do. And then Bone's going to bring 7 waves
Smash you!
and 7 wave surfaces and 6 flyers and be done with it.
Yeah. Take that, Stig.
Yeah, that's probably
It's probably what's
deserved.
going to happen.
Well,
But that's that.
yeah, that's that.
Well played, the both of you.
Well, yeah.
We had fun.
We had fun. That's
And
the
hopefully
main
you
thing.
did.
Look after yourselves, everyone. I hope you and yours are safe at the moment and keeping calm. And yeah, enjoy your weekend because this will probably be a weekend release.
I have no idea when this is coming out, but
that's
I'm not
sure what day it is.
If not, whenever your next weekend is, enjoy that.
just enjoy every day. Every day's a weekend right now.
Yeah, live that dream.
We'll see you next time. Take care, everyone.